New poll out. I believe this came out last week. It's a Democracy Corps poll. Do you say Democracy Corps or Democracy Core? I think it's Democracy Core. But I never really understood why they spell core C-O-R-P-S. There's one other thing that they do that, where it's spelled C-O-R-P-S, and it's pronounced core. I really don't get that. I suck with grammar as is, and then you're going to throw at me these weird rules like, oh, the P is silent. The P is silent? What the fuck are we talking about? Anyway, I'm already off on a side tangent. But this poll is on the 2020 election, and what they did is they asked Democratic primary voters who they want to see win. So, simple enough poll. And before I even get into the answers here, I think you can guess who came out number one. So, let's see. Number one, indeed, is Senator Bernie Sanders. The most important line there is the first one that you see. So 29% support Senator Bernie Sanders. Now, that might not seem like a high number, but when you see how many options there are there, that in fact is a superb number. So it's a plurality for Bernie, 29%. Joe Biden comes in second, 26%. Elizabeth Warren comes in third, 14%. Oh boy, Oprah Winfrey, 8%. Oprah fucking Winfrey. Really? Oprah Winfrey? Probably the thing that frustrates me most about that is talk to those 8% who said Oprah Winfrey and ask them, hey, what policies does Oprah believe in? Here's their answer. They don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows at all. Oprah's a lovely person. She had a wildly successful show. Now she has her own channel. I have nothing against Oprah. Well, maybe I do have a few things. Like The Secret. Remember when she came out with The Secret? And she pushed that nonsense. Well, if you imagine it, it will come to reality. Yes, yeah. What? I don't want her being in charge of, science decisions. Not saying Trump is good with that. Of course he's not. Trump is against science. I mean, look at Scott Pruitt, the head of the EPA. But I'm saying Oprah's choices for, scientific agencies might not be the best if she fell for The Secret. But go ahead, ask these people what policies of Oprah's they love. They won't be able to tell you. Because these are people who are involved in politics who don't care about policy. And that's fucking maddening to me. It's like, what are you doing? This isn't just some entertainment bullshit. This isn't supposed to be like, pick your favorite celebrity or some shit. It's not supposed to be like watching a reality show, even though we have a reality star president. This is supposed to be the future of everybody and our kids and the world, and what policies will improve your life and will improve the lives of everybody around the world. And instead of that, you have people who are utterly unserious, even on the Democratic side. 8% of them, yeah, Oprah. What the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Okay. Well, let's get to the next one. Cory Booker, 6%. Fuck. I'll take Oprah over Cory Booker. God damn it. Then they have a female senator like Kamala Harris or Kirsten Gillibrand, 5%. Moderate governors like Hickenlooper or McAuliffe, oh please, 2%. Nobody gives a fuck about them. A cultural figure like Tom Hanks or Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, 2%. Again, so let me just pause on that one real quick and reflect here. The media has written fucking dozens of articles already about, obviously The Rock 2020 is a brilliant idea. Because, think about it. We're already in an age where celebrities get elected, and then we have this guy's beloved by people, but he's on the Democratic side. So wouldn't it be great if we got him elected? Again, ask those people, what policies of The Rock do you like? They won't be able to answer. If you can't tell me 5 policies that the person is for when I ask you why you support that person, stop. Go sit outside. Go sit outside and reflect on your life decisions because you fucked up somewhere along the way. But isn't it amazing how disproportionate it is? 2% of people, of Democrats, support The Rock, but there's been dozens of articles written about him running in 2020. That's unreal. Because it shows that it's media-driven, it's top-down, media-driven. And in many ways, this is what happened with Trump. Even though probably most of the coverage of Trump was negative from the press during the election, all they did was fucking cover Trump and talk about him and talk about him and talk about him. And when his name gets out there more, even though you're going to get some people who are against him, you're going to get a lot of people in his favor, especially because people hate the media. So you have this institution that people hate, writing endless articles about how they hate Donald Trump. That's one of the reasons why Trump got so much strong support. And all they did was talk about him. So this is top-down bullshit. Now they're trying to do The Rock, The Rock, The Rock, Oprah, 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 The Rock, The Rock, Oprah, Oprah, Oprah. And then they get people to go, I guess The Rock or Oprah is going to run. Stop fucking hoisting on us celebrities like that. And if they're not hoisting celebrities on us, they go even worse and they hoist neoliberals on us like Cory fucking Booker. And even with that propaganda, you still have people like Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders who are on top. And then you have, they continue, a businessman like Tom Steyer. Oh, please. Or Howard Schultz. That's the CEO of Starbucks. 1%. A young lawmaker like Murphy or Castro. Again, please. They're going to try to put Castro on us for sure. 1%. A mayor of a city like de Blasio or Villarosa. Did they spell that? Did I fuck that up? Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that. My apologies to Mr. Villa something. I think that's the mayor of LA. 1% for them too. Okay, so look, what this shows you is I think may have hit the tipping point with frustration with mainstream media where there's a backlash effect. Where it doesn't matter which party you're talking about. Like, if Bernie runs again, which there are great signs that it looks like he's going to run again, and the media tries to do with him what they did with him last time, we might be at the point where the media shitting on Bernie Sanders only makes him stronger. Because again, there's so much evidence. Okay, they pushed on us, the idea of The Rock or Oprah and Cory Booker, but these guys are still significantly below. I mean, you have Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, and Joe Biden are topping the list there. Obviously, Joe Biden is the worst of those three. But what I take away from that is no matter how much they try to force somebody down our throats, it looks to me like the reaction is going to be, go fuck yourself. We're not interested in your nonsense media. And that might have a lot to do, by the way, with the internet. Bernie Sanders just did a Medicare for All town hall recently, and he got over 1 million people watching it. Now it's probably well over 2 or 3 million because obviously this was on the internet and then it stays up on the internet after the fact. And I mean, think about that. A sitting senator hosts a Medicare for All town hall, a specific policy-related town hall. You get over 1 million views. That's more people than were fucking watching CNN. So we're going around the powers that be. And we're saying, listen, you could try to pull the wool over our eyes as much as you want, but we're focused like a laser on the things that matter. And that's the truth. I mean, go talk to a millennial left-wing voter and ask them, what are some things that would make you decide to vote for somebody? And they're not going to give you the old school political answers like, they have to be honorable people. They have to be upstanding citizens. They have to show moral virtue. That's not what people say. You know what people say? If you ask a millennial left-winger, hey, who do you support? They'll say, I support people who support Medicare for All. I support people who want to get money out of politics and people who take no corporate PAC money. I support people who want to give us a living wage. These are the things that people say. I support people who want to end the wars. This is what people say because it's been a fucking information desert. That's what the mainstream media has been for so long. But people who actually care about what's going on in the world, they find ways of learning more about what's going on in the world. One of the ways they do that is obviously new media. And that's why you've seen an explosion in popularity of new media, and you've seen old media kind of dwindle away. And this is even with the fact that they're now biasing everything against new media and biasing everything for old media. whether it's YouTube TV, which brings the old corporate media right back onto YouTube and right back onto the internet, whether it's demonetizing us, whether it's the new algorithms that deprioritize independent media content, all this stuff has hurt us massively. But what these polls tell me is you're not going to fucking succeed again. The establishment tried to force Hillary on us last time, and we saw the results. The guy who was fake against the establishment ended up winning, but it was just because his rhetoric was against the establishment. That's one of the main reasons why he won. The other person said, the status quo is great. I'm business as usual. Here are some platitudes and cliches. Break down the barriers. Stronger together. And shut the fuck up and vote for me. It's my turn. And people said, go fuck yourself. So I've said it from day one. The only way to defeat the fake populists on the right, it's with actual populists on the left. And these polls show me that people are beginning to move in that direction. We honestly have to hope that Joe Biden is not a wrench in this plan. Because Joe Biden, if he's smart enough politically, savvy enough politically, he'll know that he needs to stop the fake, I'm a moderate bullshit. He's been trotting around the country doing that. He did a rally for Doug Jones. This was back during the election. And Doug Jones, and he said, yeah, back in my day, we disagreed with segregationists, but we'd have lunch with them and then we'd work together and it was great. What? So Joe Biden thinks, oh, the way I'm going to win when I run is I'm going to appeal to both sides. No, this is what Hillary tried to do. That's the bullshit, corporatist center-right campaigning that Hillary tried to do. So why would you try to do that again? Well, again, this all depends. If Joe Biden decides, oh, I'm going to run and here's my strategy. I'm going to sound exactly like Bernie Sanders. Well, then fuck, because then you do have a race. Because Joe Biden has just enough left credentials where there will be many people who can't sniff the bullshit out and they'll go, I don't know, Biden or Sanders. It's a toss-up. And that's a scary situation. But if Joe Biden runs and he tries to be like Hillary, which the signs are now that if he runs, that's what he's going to do, Biden will get walloped, bitch. And Bernie will cakewalk to be the nominee, and then he will cakewalk to be president. Bernie Sanders will absolutely obliterate Donald Trump in historic fashion if he wins the nomination. But anyway, these polls are very, what's the right word? Positive. I was trying to come up with a better one, but we'll just go with positive. These polls are very positive. They just show you that people get a sense of what's going on, and there's no more fucking around on the left. I don't care about your flowery words. I don't care about your bullshit rhetoric. I don't care about your experience. That's another thing. Well, Cory Booker has experience. If you give me a populist left candidate who has zero experience or Cory Booker, I'm going the populist left candidate who has zero experience. You're not going to force a celebrity on us. You're not going to force a neoliberal on us. The polls show that, and hopefully as we move forward, the trends will only be even stronger in that direction.